Did you guys know that Israel is very disappointed with the Global Sumud flotilla taking aid to Gaza? Now, if you're like me, you don't want to see Israel disappointed. So let's go through their statement together. Now, first of all, it says Israel Foreign Ministry, which is for the rest of the world. Internally, they call themselves the Genocide Ministry. Sometimes they call themselves the Propaganda Ministry, a bunch of other things. So the first sentence that they write is, "We are sorry." But that's a pretty good start. They could have just stopped right there. But this is Israel we're talking about. They don't know when to stop. So let's read on. "We are sorry to hear the response from the Hamas flotilla representative." So it looks like somehow Hamas has managed to get a sponsorship deal with the flotilla. Is there anything that Hamas cannot do? I mean, I can see why Israel is so disappointed with this, because they cannot seem to find Hamas, but Hamas seems to be getting sponsorship deals everywhere. The flotilla insists on pursuing a violent course of action rather than giving all the aid to Israel, so Israel can then give all the aid to Gaza. See, this is why Israel doesn't like Hamas, because they want to violently feed the babies and give them medicines and shelter and stuff like that. That's not good. All of that aid should be given to Israel so that Israel can then poison all of that stuff and then shoot the people who come for the aid. That's a lot better. This move once again highlights the insincerity of the flotilla members because they want to serve Hamas rather than the people of Gaza. You can see why Israel would be mad at this, because all these people on these boats who have never been to Gaza before, they are suddenly going to arrive in these boats and find Hamas, which Israel has not been able to find in the last 2 years. Now that's not going to look good. Now just imagine a random humanitarian, a doctor or a teacher from Italy or from the Maldives lands on the shores of Palestine and immediately finds Hamas. And on the other hand, you have the #1 spy agency in the world, the most technologically advanced military in the world, who have not been able to find Hamas. That's going to look pretty bad. And finally, they say, if your intentions are sincere, give the aid to us, we will pass it on to Gazans. Just like if the Israeli intentions were sincere, they would let all the journalists from the international media in to report on what's going on there. But this is not about Israel, this is about Hamas. This flotilla is literally doing what Jesus would have done. And you know what Israel would have done? They would have called him Hamas.